So today we are introducing CRÚSHIM, my hunter. What do we got with CRÚSHIM? CRÚSHIM is a character that was my main alt. First alt I rolled and leveled during Classic, Vanilla Classic. And I mean, when things got boring with that, then I leveled him up, did a bit of raiding, did a bit of molten core with him, got him all the molten core gear, and then left him. I maxed out his mining and his herbing and just used him as a gatherer, a hunter-gatherer. That's what he was. In TBC, I didn't really do too much with him. I leveled up his mining a bit, I leveled up his herbing a bit. Got him to about level 64, then he just sort of fizzled out. I did a little bit here and there. Mainly used him for boosting low level tunes that I was leveling with my questing partner Zortini. But recently I decided to do him more. Zor had a warlock round the same level. She wanted to level up, so we teamed up and did them together. It's not the best partnership, but things do die quick. It has to be said. Now she knows how to play a warlock, so that's what I did, and I've really enjoyed the experience of like treating him like somebody who's, you know, I care about the upgrades and going after some stuff as well, which I've not done as intensively as you would do for a main character. Nonetheless, I've made some kind of effort, and we've done some bits and pieces of attunements, which you don't really need to do now, but we're doing it for the gold. And of course, we got these to 70, doing as few quests as possible, and then we've gone back to the beginning and just started doing all the quests just to get the gold. And that's good gold, you know. By the time you finish, and we're still not finished with that. So what do we got with him? Well, of course, I just read the guides, took the advice, talked to hunters in my guild, and you've got to get all of this stuff, Beast Lord set, because there's not much upgrade-wise until tier 5, broadly speaking. Now, there are not many opportunities for that. SSC and TK raids, while people are in Sunwell now, just ain't really happening. Even on a full realm like mine at Mirage Raceway, there's a bit of it, but not much. Or if there is more, I'm not seeing it. All those raids must be full. So I've got this stuff, and I'm doing Karazhan. I'm doing, maybe later I'll be doing Zulaman. We'll do Heroic Majesty's Terrace, no doubt. But I got this stuff, and I got all 5 pieces now. And so I can swap and change them about a bit. So I'm using these 4, the chest piece, the hands, the legs and the shoulders. I do have the helm, but I managed to get this, which is the tier 4 helm. Sorry, hunters. Now this set is just, I mean, the bonuses are appalling. Look at the 4 piece. Reduces the mana cost of your multi-shot by 10%. Oh, cheers, Blizz. That's great. I can see why nobody likes that. But the stats on this were better than the 1. So I had the Stalker's Helmet of Second Sight from that quest in Shadow Moon Valley. And I replaced that with this. It just seemed altogether a better helm. And it looks dreadful, so I don't display it. This is all standard stuff for hunters. Natasha's Choker, I'll be able to replace that soon, either from badges or from some drop. This was the tier 4 best in slot, I gather. And my warlock's been able to craft this for donkeys, and it's cheap to craft now, so I just made one for him, and it's good, and enchanted it. Feltstalker braces I crafted on my main, on my shaman. Again, I'll be able to upgrade them, but they're good enough for now. I did have Feltstalker feet here, the Feltstalker boots, but this dropped in Majesty's Terrace the other night, and I was like, that looks really good. Now the only downside to this is I lost 25 hit rating by replacing that, and I've still got them in my bag, so we'll see how I get on. My hit's gone from, you know, 140-ish to 116, so I was 141, which is respectable hit rating, down to 116. So need to do better in the hit. I might need to regen to get some of the hit back. No problem. Belt, crafted belt, and I can see straight away there's room for some hit on there. This is another pattern I've had since we were clearing certain Shine Craven. Never made it for... I think I made one for one of the rogues in the guild, but this was relatively inexpensive to make. I think the primals were the most expensive bit of it, but I made that for him and it's a good choice. Ring wise, pretty ordinary. That's a 65 ring from Crypt, and the Kara ring, the first or the second upgrade for that. This Hourglass of the Unraveler, I got that on my very first and only, I think it was my only run, to Black Morass, and it dropped and I got it. So, and I've got this Core of Arkelos from the quest. Hard to replace this. It's a pretty good trinket. If I do replace it, it's likely to be the one that drops from Mechanar, but I've been there countless times and it's not dropping the abacus of Violent Odds. Weapon wise, there are people who say there are better choices than this, so I just happen to get it. I know hunters that have farmed Sonic Spear relentlessly and never got it. I got it. I count myself lucky for it to drop, and so there it is. My weapon is the Steel Hawk crossbow from Karazhan. That I will replace eventually with the one that drops from Prince at the end of Karazhan. In the run that I got this on, which was my first Kara with this character, I reserved this from the first boss. Wasn't so sure we were gonna do all that well with the group we had, but we in fact cleared it. And the other hunter that was in the group had reserved the one from Karazhan, from Prince, and which is this one here, Some Fury Bow of the Phoenix. Let's have a look at that. That's a bit ostentatious, isn't it? Look at the size of that thing. It'd fall over. But that'll be what I probably replace it with, unless I can get the Gunblade from Doomwalker at some point. Again, highly unlikely that. So that's where I am with it. What's my ambition for CRÚSHIM? Well, it's just to have fun, just to enjoy playing on him, raiding on him. With the 10-man raiding I'm gonna do, it's gonna be mainly on him, although I do sometimes swap out to other characters if need be. And in Wrath I'll probably level CRÚSHIM up and just use him for farming again, which is what I largely use him for now. I get all this, he's maxed out mining, maxed out herb, I get all that from the dungeons. It's great when nobody wants any or isn't skilled up enough, and that's him. Final thing to say though is you probably noticed these names, him and his pet. Where have I heard that before? Well, it's a tribute to something that for those of us old geezers who've been around for ages remember well, and I'm gonna see if I can just quite simply post the clip in which you can spot these names. Bye for now.
Odd groups go to left, even groups go to right. That means 1, 3, 5, 7 left, 2, 4, 6, 8 right. 7 and 8 are whelp groups. Okay, listen the fuck up. You are going to DPS very, very slowly. Now, and by slowly I mean fucking slow. If you get aggro, it means you're going to lose 50 DKP because you didn't know what the fuck to do. And watch the fucking tape. You get kicked into the whelps, you lose 50 DKP again for not being where the fuck you were supposed to be. There is no aggro reset. You only need... There's some shit about an aggro reset when people don't know how to manage their aggro. After 2 Sunders, you can basically start doing damage to it, assuming you know how aggro works and you don't over-aggro. Okay, nuke it, dot it, help the whelp groups. When it's in phase 2, nuke it as hard as possible. You want to get it down as fast as possible. Have dots up on every time, 2 rows, Shadow Word Pains, Warlock Curses, Rends, everything. I don't see enough dots. More dots now. Come on, more DPS. Hit it like you mean it. You'll get time to rest in phase 3 while I'm getting the aggro. Remember, save all your aggro reducing abilities for when it lands. That means Feign Death, Vanish, fucking fade. Anything that you can use to reset aggro. At 40%, you will stop dots. Until then, you will throw more dots. Throw more dots, more dots, more dots. Come on, more dots. Okay, stop dots. Now hit it very hard and very fast. Lee, run to the center. Mogris, run to the center. Foresight, run to the center. Sarp, run to the center. Isis, run to the center. Whatever the fuck you do, do not stand next to other people. Mogris, center. Just heal me. Lee, do not go away from the head, Lee. Go away. Okay, DPS, slowly. Come here, you fucking cunt. Touch the tail. Well,
CRÚSHIM was failed in turret.
who the fuck was that? Crush him! What the fuck? Whelps! Left side! Even side! Many whelps! Now handle it! Fuck! That's a fucking 50 DKP minus! What the fuck was that shit? If you stand in the right fucking place, there is no way you are going to fucking get into the goddamn whelps, whatever fucking fear, tail swipe, whatever the fuck. Okay? It's like 1 in a fucking million. From the fucking north corner to the middle into the fucking whelp cave, it's not even fucking remotely imaginable.
Is Warcraft Dad?
Oh, crap.